Realizing the importance of health. That was the message today at Blessing-Rieman College of Nursing. That was also the site for their annual Teddy Bear Clinic this afternoon. WGEM's Zeke Shapiro has more on what this means for the community.
36 years ago, the Blessing-Rieman College of Nursing and Health Sciences began hosting the Teddy Bear Clinic, which aimed to show children in the community about the importance of personal care. The event invited children to bring their teddy bears and toys to get checkups by the school's nursing students. The clinic is meant to help young children overcome their fears of a real checkup and show them how to practice self-care. Organizers say the event has seen large numbers ever since its inception, and it has remained a popular family activity.
I just think about those things where, maybe the child may not want to do something in particular, but this helps, maybe ease some anxieties about it or make it more fun and creative.
Not only is the event meant to help children and families, but it also benefits the nursing students by getting them involved with the community.
It's an opportunity for us students to really be involved with the community and get to know, because you never know when you're going to run into these parents or these children in an atmosphere that may be in the hospital or a clinical setting, and so it's a way to get to know your community.
The theme of this year's clinic was Dino Roar for Health and Safety. It was picked by the nursing students and proved to be very popular with the children. Dylan?
All right, thank you, Zeke. The events at different stations taught the children about things like vaccinations, regular exercise, dental care, as well as other everyday health activities. Well,